All right. Well, happy Thursday, everybody. We are back again. It is Thursday. It is June 13th, 2024. And y'all know what we do on Thursdays. We have our writing clinic. And tonight, the writing clinic is going to have a little baby twist on it because we're going to be writing as we normally do. We're going to be talking. I'm going to be giving some feedback. But we're going to make a little AI twist. We're going to use a little bit of ChatGPT to sprinkle it into our writing as like we do flavor on our food, right? So we're going to do a little bit of that tonight. We're also going to be doing sharing. We're going to be reflecting. And at the very end, we will do a quick Q&A. So for those of y'all that are watching this on the replay, thank you so much for joining me as you always do. Make sure that you engage with this recording on my YouTube channel. You know how to find me, Latasha Jimerson, or Your First Book 101, Self-Publishing Basics. Make sure you comment. I'm always going back around and checking the comments, and I'm always responding to you guys. So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for being a part of my tribe. I so appreciate you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so our first prompt is a quick brain dump, and I'm actually going to put up a timer. It's going to be a 5-minute brain dump. And so the question is, I want you to write 3 or 4 paragraphs, however much you can in 5 minutes. I want you to write about all the things that did not go well this week. Okay, all the things that were just frustrating, annoying, inconvenient, whatever it was. Okay. Are you clear about that? What to write? Okay. So let me give you an example. So if you start off thinking about what's today, Thursday, if your mind goes back to last Thursday, or you could even go back to 30 days if you want to. What are some of the challenges that have come up over the past 30 days? What are some of the things that have been hard? And you don't have to share this out loud. This is just for your own personal brain dumping. Okay. You ready? You know what to write? All right. It's 5 minutes. I'm going to put the timer up and you can go ahead and start now. Okay. You have 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Are you able to see the timer? Okay. Awesome. I'm going to mute myself so you don't hear the noise. All right. You have 3 minutes and 24 seconds. You're doing great. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. You're going to write all the way until the end. Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead and bring it on home. Keep going. Okay, 30 seconds. Keep going. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right. And just for accountability, I always ask for you to hold up your paper so I can see that you wrote something. Okay. Is it a full page? It's 2 pages. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So give me your feedback. Go ahead and turn your mic on. And how did you feel about writing with a time restriction?
Actually, writing with a time restriction was stressful, but it forced me to write the most important pieces instead of trying to make it fluffy.
Awesome. So you felt like you had to get straight to the point.
Straight to the point. Yeah, no fluff.
And what has your writing experience been like, even in school?
In school, I usually wait to the last minute. Honestly, I would always wait to the last minute, but to actually write it. But before that, I would think about it for however long I had from the time I was given the assignment until the time it was due. I would really think about it and process it in my head. And then once I got older and started doing things, I would take little sticky notes and write down thoughts that came to me so that I wouldn't lose it. So that would be my writing process.
Okay, perfect. And I saw there was a little bit of like, what was the confusion in the beginning when I gave you the prompt?
I think if I didn't hear the last part of what you said to write your frustrations, but I didn't hear the time frame that you were talking about. So yeah, that was the only piece I didn't hear. Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, let's dig right into the next one. The next one's going to be 4 minutes. And so get a brand new page. This is a fresh page. We're going to start again. So now this prompt is for 4 minutes. I want you to write about the same time period. So the past 30 days, if you could go back and redo those 30 days, what are some of the things that you would do differently to change the outcome in those 30 days? Okay. So I'm going to give you 4 minutes. So you're going to start soon as the timer gets to 4 minutes. And on your mark, get set, go. Okay, you have 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Keep going. Okay, so you have 1 minute and 15 seconds. Keep going. Okay, hold it up. I'm just gonna take a picture of the page just to make sure you did it. I'm sure you did it. There we go. Perfect. I see it. Okay. So tell me how you felt about that 4 minutes. Was it too fast, too slow? What's up?
It definitely made me think faster. It was really, really quick, and those 4 minutes flew by. But again, it made me um, like get right to the meat of what I had to say. Um, and then I felt like there was so much more that I wanted to say at the at the end. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, you getting good. Now we're going down to 3 minutes. So you're gonna be like, boom. Okay. So in 3 minutes, I want you to write a very, very short love note. Like it's not going to be one of those long, it's going to be a very short love note. And it's going to be a love note to yourself from yourself in 2028. Okay, so the 2028 Veronica is going to say, girl, 2024 Veronica, let me tell you what we have done. This is going to be past tense. Let me tell you where we went. Let me tell you who we saw. Girl, we traveled, we did this, whatever it is that 2028 Veronica is going to be doing. I want her to break it all the way down with as much detail. Smell, I want to smell it. And I'm going to have you share this out loud. I want to smell it. I want to taste it. I want to feel the breeze. If you're going to Jamaica, I want to feel the salt breeze, right? I want to feel everything from your words. Okay? This is going to be a challenge because you're really going to have to dig deep into your mind and think about what you really, really want your future to look like. And you're going to have to walk us backwards, like as though it already happened. Okay, so all past tense, no future, no present. It's all, girl, you ain't gonna believe what we did. Okay, so this is 3 minutes. And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? 3 minutes. Let me put 3 minutes on here. Reset. Nope, we want 3. Oh, no, no, no. Wait, wait, wait. Let me make this smaller. Okay, on your mark, get set, go. 3 minutes. Okay. Now I want to hear what you wrote. First of all, was it enough time or was it way too little?
Not way too little, but I really could have used another minute on that one.
Okay.
But yeah, it was cool though.
Awesome. Let me hear what you got.
All right, don't laugh.
Oh, no, no judgment.
All right, it says Ronnie Boo, we did it. It's 2028, and I'm so proud of who you've become. You said you were going to do it, and you did. Let me tell you real quick. You bought your house by the beach. We've been spending time on our deck. We took naps every day. We lived that soft life, girl. You successfully prepared Shelby for high school. She did so well in homeschool. Then we planted that cosmic crisp apple tree in the backyard, made apple pies, and sipped on our signature drinks. We did that.
Oh, high five. Wow. House on the beach. Ooh, which beach?
I don't want to say the name of the beach, but we'll just say Chesapeake Beach.
Somewhere in the US on the East Coast.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I kind of figured that. And then you have an apple tree.
I'm going to be planting an apple tree in my backyard.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That is tangible because when I walk with you in your backyard, I can smell it.
Yes.
So that's a really good way for you to express that in your writing. I love that. Yay! Awesome. Okay. So now we're going to do the opposite of that. Now you're going to think about 2024 is now, 2028 is then. Now you're going to list 1 through 50. It may be hard to do all 50. I'm just going to say that's okay if you don't get to all 50. But I want you to list the things that could possibly get in your way as you're moving towards 2028. What are some of the possible obstacles, roadblocks? And if you get 10, that's cool. If you get 20, that's cool. You probably won't hit 50 because, you may not hit 50. Okay, so it's a list, 1, 2, whatever. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. "25 seconds, keep it going." Okay, what do you have on your list of things that are obstacles, possible obstacles?
All right. So I said money shortage, having to work full time in the office, not enough time in the day. The soil isn't good enough to plant apple trees. Shelby has to go to school rather than be homeschooled. Illness, insecurity, other projects. The deck isn't strong enough to hold a tent and hammocks. Allergies, the beach is closed, having to take care of other grown people, and me.
Hey, how many was that?
13.
Okay, good, good. Awesome. All right, so these are our last 2 writing prompts, and then we're going to shift gears and start talking about AI. So this one, you're going to get 1 minute. It's going to be really, really, really fast. Okay, so For this one, this is specifically for your business. This is what is the ideal business that you want? Who are the ideal clients that you serve? What is the ideal situation for your business? So this is 1 minute, and you can talk about, you can either list these things or you can write them in paragraph form. It's completely up to you. Okay. All right, let me start the timer. This is going to be a 1 minute task. On your mark, get set, go. All right, can you hear me? Okay, was that enough time to write some things?
Yes, it was.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so the last question, the last prompt is the same prompt. So describe your ideal perfect. And now you're going to put your ideal perfect mind, body, soul. So what do you want your body to look like? What do you want your mind to look like? And what do you want your spiritual life? So it's your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Those areas, what do you, if you could describe the absolute perfect version of you, your 2028 you, what does she look like? What does she talk about? What does she eat? You know, where does she go? Like optimal health. Okay. All right, you get 1 minute, and let me go ahead and start the timer. Oops, wait, let me do it like this. Reset, 1 minute. Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay, that was it. That was the last writing prompt. Tell me what you wrote for the last question.
All right. So I said my optimal life. I would be a perfect size 10 with a flat belly and toned legs and arms. My mind is clear of clutter, and I am entrenched in the goodness and relationship with God.
Beautiful. I love it. All right. So that's the end of the writing prompt part. Now I'm going to shift into a quick training. So you're just going to take notes, write down today's date and the time. I'm going to give you some notes, and then I'm going to immediately give you action. I'm going to have you take action on the notes. Okay. So real quick, just to overview, and this is mostly for the people that are watching this on the replay. For those of y'all that are just now getting to know me, you're just now getting to see my face, hear my voice. I live in Philadelphia and I have my windows open. I lived on the 15th floor, so you can hear a lot of noise in the back, but I love it because the wind is coming in and it's beautiful. It feels so good to sit here. So excuse the noise in the back. You may hear some noise. I'm in the city. Okay. Love it. So a little bit about me. I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey. I was born in New Jersey in the 80s, well, the 70s. My mom raised me in the 80s in California. So I'm literally a California girl. I'm from California. That's what I tell people because I spent my whole life there. Went to college in Louisiana, did an internship in Florida, and then I went back to California, got married, raised my kids, started a teaching career, taught English and history for 20 years. And then I retired myself early, started a coaching practice, moved myself to Las Vegas, completely no friends, no family, no nothing. Got a divorce, just completely cut my hair, changed my entire life. Just and for everyone else on the outside, it looked like it came out of nowhere, but it was in the works for about 5 years. And so I just had to have the courage to finally take the leap. So my dad had a stroke. My mom was getting married. So I came to the East Coast, which is where both of my parents are, my mom, my dad, my stepdad. My sisters, my brothers, everyone is on the East Coast. I was the last one in California. So they would always be like, when you coming back? And I was like, well, I'm not from there. So why would I go back? But anyway, I came here a year ago, fell in love with it, decided to stay. And so here I am in the beautiful city of brotherly love in Philadelphia. And I am very happy. I have a thriving coaching business where I help people write their books in 90 days or less with minimal stress. That's my tagline. So I take authors from nothing, like nothing, to the ideas on the page, like you just saw, right? You came in with blank slate. This is what I do. I walk people through my process. We go through the editing process. We go through the beta testing process. We go through the publishing. I teach launching. I teach selling. I teach marketing. I have two communities of authors who are already published. They come back for trainings on how to sell, market, and keep the money flowing. So this is the love of my life. I could do this all day long and twice on Sunday. It never gets old. The English teacher in me loves to help people correct their writing. And the history teacher in me loves to help people document their journey. So it's a beautiful marriage between everything that I've been trained on, right? And it comes together in a coaching program. And I mostly work with women of color because I feel like we've got to, it's like, it's a struggle for us to find our voice. But the more we write, the louder we get. And the more comfortable we get in our skin. And that's where the energy comes. That's where the currency flows. And that's where you build your brand. So I literally teach women how to go from 0 ideas on the page to a complete full brand. And my focus this year, 2024, is lead generation books for women who are business owners and want to attract better quality clients, higher paying clients, using the words that come out of their mouths. So I'm going to shift gears from the journaling / writing prompt, timed writing, and I'm going to go straight into a training. This is going to be information that you can use in everything that you do. You can use this for a speech. It's a 5-step process. You can use it for a webinar. You can use it for a coaching program, whatever you want to do. It's all about effective communication. So these steps come from my English background. So you are going to feel like you're in school again, particularly middle school or high school. You're going to be like, no, I thought I left this. But the process I always say writing is an art and it's also a science. You've probably been exposed to the artsy fartsy side. I'm going to expose you to the scientific process side because there is a process. So it's 1 through 5. I want you to number your page 1 through 5. There's literally 5 steps, and it is almost exactly the same as the 5 paragraph essay, only you can modify it and tweak it according to what you're doing. Okay. So number 1 is always a hook. Always. There's always a hook. It doesn't matter if it's a song or if it's a movie or it could be a post on Facebook. There's always a hook. Okay. Inside of your hook, there must be, and I'm saying must be because these are the things that research has shown that grabs people's attention. Like when you do these things, people are like, what? Like this, there's certain ways that you get people. There's the psychology behind it. So you either want to have a hook that's a question. Did you know that the average American, stuff like that, okay? Or you want to start with a quote. So a question, a quote, a scripture, or a quick little story. And I mean quick little tiny story that's like 2 sentences because you don't want to get deep up in it and then people are not even interested. You got to grab them, okay? So really the question, the quote, the statistic, the data, if you're giving people data, people want to learn data. They're very interested in data. And that's where ChatGPT comes in, okay? So you got to have the hook. That's number 1. Number 2, you have to have a thesis statement. And we throw this word around a lot in education. And so for the purpose of writing a book or writing for business, your thesis statement tells people why they are paying attention to you. So you're telling them the purpose of this talk is, okay, you're giving them what it is that they're going to learn. Inside of the thesis, it's best to have 2 to 3 main points. Okay. No more than 3 main points because the human brain can only handle a certain amount of points and our attention span is short. Okay. So you've got the hook, you've got the thesis. Now, number 3, 4, and 5 are your main points. Okay. So main point 1 is the next one, main point 2, and main point 3. They're spread out. Okay. So this is probably going to have, instead of 5 steps, it's going to have 6. Yeah. So add another one. The number 6 is your conclusion. It's where you wrap it up and you basically restate the thesis or you can revisit the hook. But you're basically telling people, this is what I taught you in this talk. I delivered on my promise. These are your takeaways. Boom. And the process looks boring. It looks basic. But when you add your bones to it, you can use that structure for anything. I call that a basic book outline. Okay. It's just a very basic, bare bones, right? So 1 should be hook, 2 should be thesis, then your main point 1, main point 2, main point 3, and then your conclusion is number 6. So there's 6 different parts. Okay. So that's the process. The other thing that I do is I teach people when you're applying that to a book, what does that look like for a book? Like that's easy for a 5-paragraph essay. Like that's easy for, you know, a small thing. For a book, I use wraps. Wraps is 5 steps. It's like wrap on your head. It's not Yo MTV Raps. It's like wrap around your head, right? So it's W, and I write it. When you write it, start with the W up here and go all the way down. So it's WRAPS. W is write the book. Okay. R is revise the book. A is advertise, announce the book. Okay. Advertise and announce, both of those A's. P is publish the book. It's also promote the book. So it's two P's, right? And then S is sell the book. So write the book, revise the book, advertise and announce the book, publish the book, and sell the book. Those are the 5 steps that I take people through from writing all the way to selling. Now, you might think, well, do I have to do those in order? All of those things are happening like this. They're all happening at the same time. So it's like, it's like you're driving. Have you ever driven a stick shift and you have to use both of your feet and you have to level it out? My mama taught me how to drive a stick shift first, so I appreciated the automatic. But this process that I'm asking people to take is like driving a stick shift where you're using both of your feet and you're using both sides of your brain and you are focused. You are not playing. So you have to write and you have to revise. You can't really revise until you beta test. So I love how you came in talking about beta test, because that goes under the R. You want to put that under the R. But it actually kind of spills over into the A, because you can't beta test until you do an announcement. You've got to have a group of people who are coming in for the purpose of sharing their ideas with you and helping you to come up with an even better title, a better, whatever it is that you have. So that is the 5 steps that we go through. That's the bare bone outline of the writing part. Okay. So now I'm going to give you an opportunity to play with these things. Okay. These are 2 different big tools. I'm going to have you play with these things. So this is going to be, it could be make believe, or it could actually be something that you really are going to do. Has your retreat already passed? Not yet. Okay. So maybe you could use this for the retreat, or you could use this for your coaching program. You can use this for whatever you want. Okay, so I want you to create a long form, and it's not really going to be long form because we don't have a lot of time, but I want you to envision in your mind a Facebook post that you are going to put out tomorrow, right? Like, you see what I'm doing with time? I'm compressing time, and I'm not giving you a lot of time. So you can't you can't procrastinate, wait to the last minute. So you have to put this post out tomorrow by 5 p.m. by the end of the workday, okay? And this Facebook post, you want to go viral. You want to generate lots of shares and likes, and you want people to comment, okay? So I'm giving you a little bit of my secret sauce on how I get people to engage with my posts. And the biggest thing that I do is I try to add a lot of questions, things to think about. I give them short little things to respond. So drop a heart if you agree, stuff like that. Or have you ever thought about whatever? Drop a yes if you have. Like, those are the ways that I get people to communicate with me, even if they don't know me and they're from another country. I start conversations all over the world by doing my posts. So I want you to create a Facebook post, and I want you to have a hook. I want you to have a thesis. I want you to have 2 or 3 main points, or you can just have 1 main point. That's up to you. A quick little conclusion. Okay. And I want this to be kind of an announcement of something that is coming up. So I want you to get people to respond by saying, oh yeah, I'm interested in that. Oh, I have a question about that. You want to generate questions. Okay. So you can make it as long as you want. I'm actually going to give you 10 minutes to do this. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes. Because this what I'm going to have you do is use ChatGPT, and I want you to ask Chat GPT some really good questions. Okay. So I'm actually going to type some things in the chat to help you, to guide you. Okay. So you'll know what to type into chat GPT. Okay. All right. So I'm going to set the timer. I'm not going to start the timer, but I'm just going to set it for 10 minutes. Oh yeah, we have a lot of time. So this is really good. So 10 minutes. Okay, but I'm gonna leave that there. Stop share. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna speak it out loud. So people who are watching it, they can actually get this too. Okay. So whenever you go into Chat GPT, you always wanna tell the machine, the robot, because you got to remember this is a robot, this is a machine. You have to tell it exactly what you want it to produce. It's going to give you exactly what you ask for, but you got to be really specific. So what you're going to do, write this down. So you are going to say, create or build. Okay, those two words will give them something to work with. Create or build a long form, because this is going to be a very detailed long form Facebook post to promote or reveal, whichever one of those words, and you're going to play with it. You're going to ask it multiple times to see what it comes up with. And you're going to be like, oh, I like that one. I like that one. No, 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 no. Okay. So create or build a Facebook post, long form post that reveals or promotes a new product for my coaching company. Okay. Okay. Comma, include a compelling hook with three main points, a thesis, and a conclusion. I'm going to stop right there because that's going to give you a lot. It's going to give you, and what I'm going to have you do when Chat GPT gives you all this information, I'm going to have you make screenshots of it. And you can just have a bunch of screenshots when it's time to share out loud. Okay. So you'll have, I want you to have multiple versions of this, 1, 2, 3 versions, just with that prompt that I just gave you. And then we're going to put in another prompt and we're going to get some more juicy stuff. Okay. So this part, there's no writing. You don't need your pen. You don't need the paper. This, you just need Chat GPT and you just need to do that research and see what they come up with. Okay. All right. You got 10 minutes. Let's start now. Go. Okay, you have 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, you have 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Okay, you have 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, you have 1 minute. Okay, you got 5 seconds. All right, so we are going to go ahead and end the recording for the people that are watching this on the replay. I do want to get a quick, before we talk about what you found out in your research, I do want you to share with anyone who has not been to the writing clinic, anybody who has not had the opportunity to come to any of the trainings yet that I've done. I want you to just give people an overall synopsis, summary of your takeaways from tonight. And if they're kind of on the fence about coming, what is something that they need to consider to come?
Sure. Thank you so very much, Latasha, for this writing clinic. It was absolutely amazing and more than I expected. Um, and not in a bad way, in a very good way, because I didn't know it was going to be so interactive, and I didn't know that I was going to have to really put pen to paper. The one thing that I found most transformative is that, with the time limits, it really does push you to get right to the meat of it, where without it, I would procrastinate, and I would think about what I'm going to write and think about that over and over again and really get stuck in my thoughts rather than just put pen to paper and just start writing. So with the writing prompts, it helped to like jog my mind. And with the time limits, it helped me to just really go right to the point. It can be built out later, but getting the thought out of your head and on paper really did help me a lot. And I can definitely take this to and use it in writing my books. So if you're thinking about this you absolutely need to be a part of this writing clinic, because yeah, it makes you think more. It makes you pull out more than you thought you had in you. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for giving your thoughts. I appreciate you. And tonight, y'all, Veronica showed up for herself and she got a full private coaching session here because everybody else had plans. It's June, it's the summertime. People are getting outside, they're getting away from their computers. So I love the fact that you showed up and showed out. You did the work, you put in the sweat, and you're getting ready to get the results. So you guys are going to have to follow Veronica in order to see the work that she just did in this class, because she's getting ready to put something out for y'all so that you can see what it is that she's offering, and hopefully you will take her up on her offer. Really quickly, let people know how they can get a hold of you, where to find you, and if they want to join your coaching program, how could they do that?
Sure, thank you. So on YouTube, you can find me at Veronica Burnett. Very simple. My show just premiered tonight as we were in class. It's called Better Days. And you can always find me on Instagram at betterdays.llc. And you can find information about my coaching programs, my business to business programs where I coach 4 organizations that serve women survivors of domestic abuse. And you can find all of that on my website at veronicaburnett.com.
Yay. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, or wherever you are, whether it's morning, afternoon, day, whatever country you're in. Thank you so, so much. You can get a hold of either one of us if you have questions about what we do individually. If you want to come to the writing clinic, this is free 99, y'all. This writing clinic is free 99. You get so much value, and you walk away with some tangible tools to use in your next book, whatever it is that you're creating for your business, your life, your family. It's all here. All right, y'all. So have a wonderful week, and we'll see you at the next writing clinic. Bye.